What up? Time for another Death Battle reaction, and, well, this should be an interesting one, but as for who I'm going to root for, I don't know. I'm more of a Marvel guy, but all I know about Winter Soldier is from the movies. I never read anything about Bucky Barnes in the comics. I'm not really big on Captain America anyway, but Jason Todd? I remember my uncle once gave me some Batman comics in a package, something from Toys R Us for my birthday one year, and it was basically the post-crisis Jason Todd reworking the origin of how he met Batman. So that him familiar with the character pre-Red Hood. Of course, years later I found out that fans hated him and they voted to have him killed off in the Death in the Family thing where he's beaten by Joker with a crowbar and blown up. Ugh, rough. Fans really hate him that much? But I guess he's back as the Red Hood now, so all's good. So, let's stop beating around the bush. 3, 2, 1, go. Lasted a whole minute. I'm probably going to just cut that out. Why haven't I done that before? Just cut out that intro commercial.
Sidekicks. Every good superhero or world-conquering scientist needs one. Right, Boomstick?
That's right. Hey, I think we all know which one of us is the real sidekick here.
Such as the Winter Soldier, Marvel's brainwashed assassin.
And Red Hood, DC's resurrected Robin turned vigilante.
Wasn't Robin technically a vigilante already?
And
just
it's
saying.
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's go.
World War II. As strange as it is to name a war a sequel like some sort of movie,
You know, it's got
it
a
was
point.
a time of turmoil across the globe. The brave and patriotic did their part, including one James Buchanan Barnes, known by his friends as Bucky.
As a young lad, Bucky ripped open a standard superhero booster pack to find classic cards like Dead Parents and Deep Desire to Fight for Justice.
And that combo served him well in the U.S. military. He joined at the age of 15 and eventually got recruited for special assignments and training with British commandos.
Not long after that, he became friends with his own personal hero and the country's favorite Boy Scout, Captain America.
Bucky was initially unaware of the captain's secret identity until one night he walked in on Steve Rogers changing into his costume.
Well, I guess that's one way to get to know a guy. Luckily, Cap had a lot of faith in Bucky and asked him to become his partner in crime, or hero work. They fought side by side, kicking Nazi ass throughout the rest of the war.
Nice.
The duo
Could
seemed
use
to
some of
be
that now these
unstoppable
days.
until one fateful mission when they leapt after a plane to catch Nazi scientist Baron Zemo.
Fortunately for Bucky, he was able to grab onto the plane, while Cap fell into the ocean to nab his last diving
Well, Link to
merit
Zemo, so
badge.
Civil
Get
War
it?
got that
'Cause-
right, the
'cause he's a Boy
movie.
Scout.
Unfortunately for Bucky, the plane was booby-trapped and exploded. It appeared as though the captain's loyal sidekick had been killed.
But the ones we love in comic books never truly leave us.
Sometime after the war, a Russian submarine discovered Bucky's body preserved in the icy waters of the English Channel.
They decided to scoop him up and experiment on him. 'Cause why not? Who could pass up a free body you found? Even if it was missing an arm.
Bucky's training and experience made him the perfect candidate as the ultimate assassin. And after they revived and brainwashed him, they outfitted him with a shiny new bionic arm.
Turning Bucky into the Winter Soldier.
Along with this new persona, the Winter Soldier sported a sundry of skills throughout his career that made him a killing machine. For starters, he was injected with the Infinity Formula.
Which permanently increased his physical ability to an enhanced state.
This made him quite the formidable foe even for Captain America, a foe who seemingly abandoned the values the duo previously shared.
These two have fought plenty of times, and Bucky's been able to hold his own against his former partner.
His
Damn.
advanced strength and speed, coupled with his knowledge of various fighting styles, make for a lethal
Again, we did
combination.
see that in the
He's
movies.
skilled in everything from hand-to-hand close-quarters combat to an impressive arsenal of ranged weaponry.
Oh, he was in one of the
Oh,
Marvel
yeah.
vs.
He's
Capcom.
got a
Oh, wait, it
ton
was
of
that
sweet guns
sucky one that
outfitted
knocked
with
next
some
the
hippo
X-Men, the
sensors,
Infinite War or
so
something.
only
Never
he can shoot
mind.
'em.
If anyone other than the Winter Soldier tries to use these firearms, they will self-destruct. He also wields a katana, throwing knives, pretty much whatever comes in the welcome bag at Assassin Con.
Always a good time at ASCON.
But we can't forget his most iconic piece, the arm.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the coolest metal arm I've ever seen.
What about mine? I made it myself.
Come on, Wiz, look at that thing! His is super buff, plus it's got a flamethrower, a retractable blade, it can emit electric charges, and it's so strong, knives break on impact.
It's not about the size of the arm, it's how you use it.
Really, Wiz?
Sure, it's
Really?
small, but it's not indestructible. It's been torn up by a vibranium
Of course, that pretty much
sword.
cuts through everything.
Wait, I thought the arm was made of vibranium.
You're thinking of the movies. In the comics, Bucky did not receive a vibranium arm birthday present from T'Challa. Canonically, his arm is made up of strong but unspecified metals, likely a form of titanium alloy similar to the Iron Man suit.
Even without vibranium, it's tough to keep up with Bucky. He took a direct shot from Iron Man's repulsor blast, which was strong enough to tear through a helicopter moments later.
And consider the heroes he's battled: Wolverine, Daredevil, Iron Man, and obviously Captain America.
It's a shame Bucky and Cap were at odds for so long. They should have just knocked him on the head real good. That's the scientific way to get people to remember who they are, right?
Or you can use a cosmic cube to rewrite their memories. That's what Captain America did to save
Well, you had to do something,
So
you know?
messed up. He just straight up crushed the cube with his bare bionic hand.
While this brought him back, Bucky wasn't the same man who went into those icy waters. His remorse for his crimes was tough to overcome, and he would always wonder if he's done enough good to finally redeem himself.
But thankfully, it was hard to shake everything he learned from his hero, Steve. Bucky returned to fighting for justice, and even took up the shield himself for a while.
Proving that, despite his sordid past, Bucky's persistence and resilience makes him a hero in his own right.
Oh, I love that scene. That was nuts. Banner.
When you think of the word sidekick, who immediately comes to mind?
You. It's you.
That's gonna be a thing for this whole episode,
Robin,
isn't it?
The Boy Wonder, Batman's iconic crime-fighting partner.
Yeah, it's a close second.
There's been, what, 5, 6, 7 Robins at this point?
There's been a revolving door of orphans and acrobats.
Does the chick from Dark Knight
Not
Returns
including
even
alternate
count?
Universes and what-if stories, Batman has taken 5 different
5.
Robins under his bat wing. Some moved on to pursue a superhero career of their own. Others didn't turn out so lucky.
Enter Jason Todd. This poor kid was given the short end of the stick, and then the fans beat him to death with it.
Yeah.
Jason grew up on the
What the
streets
fuck,
of Gotham,
people?
getting by through a life of petty crime.
I thought
until
today's
eventually
Star
running
Wars
into
fans were
Batman himself.
assholes.
By trying to steal the rims.
Yep, that
off
was
the
from the comic I
Batmobile.
read.
This kid's got some serious balls. I mean, you can't exactly look at the damn Batmobile and mistake it for someone else's car.
Bruce had recently split up with the first Robin, Dick Grayson, and was on the lookout for a new sidekick. Impressed by Jason's scrappiness and latent ability, he had the 12-year-old suit up.
Yes, I remember
he
these
really was
panels.
Yikes!
Those are from the
Well,
comics my uncle
creepy
got
child
me.
Abducting habits aside, Bats hoped he could live up to the last Robin. Too bad this was a literal dick measuring contest that Jason had no chance in.
Despite some moderate success, Jason wasn't exactly an extraordinary Robin. And the fans saw it too. In an unprecedented move, DC asked their readers to vote on whether or not Jason Todd would live or die.
Yep, they voted to kill the shit out of that kid, Joker style. On an unrelated note, if you want to see Wiz die a horrible
Really,
death that
Boomstick?
will lead to some serious mental health issues, call 555-2337 or 555-BEER.
Jason Todd was dead. Until Superboy Prime punched a hole
What,
in the
that's
fabric
his
of reality
resurrection
and
story?
accidentally brought him back. True story, don't ask.
After a dip
Seriously.
in a magic hot tub, the Lazarus
Oh, in
pit,
the Lazarus
Jason
pit.
was
Okay,
back in
okay.
top form. Take that, readers! Your contribution means nothing!
Resolve renewed, Jason donned a new identity inspired by his own killer, the Red Hood.
While the freaky death pit did bring him back stronger and faster, it turns out resurrection comes at a price. Jason was already a hothead, but Red Hood had a serious temper with violent
Yeah,
outbursts.
being dead kind
He
of would do
wasn't
that.
all right in the noggin.
But he had a goal: destroy Batman and show him his humane methods were unfit for saving Gotham City.
If Bats had actually killed the Joker way back when, he never would have killed Jason in the first place. For a raging psychopath, he's not exactly wrong. Where Batman failed, Jason was up for the task. He pushed himself to become a killing machine even Bruce would have a tough time keeping up with.
Even training with the League of Assassins and the All Cast, a group of monk assassins.
So much ass stuff in this episode.
In
Well,
addition,
Damian
Red Hood's
Wayne
array of
was kind of
skills
trained by
also
League
includes
Assassins
a
too, wasn't he?
selection in his arsenal. Most obviously, his armored cowl. While it provides him with sturdy protection, the sensors within also allow him to scan his surrounding area, neutralizing any potential stealth threats. Plus, the hood can also explode, so that's convenient.
Sounds like my new hangover recipe. On top of the red chrome dome, Jason packs all sorts of knives, explosives, guns, and he even once summoned these weird magic swords called the All Blades to fight off supernatural threats.
But probably most important is his continual use of
Whoa,
Wait,
holy
what's
shit.
the symbiote doing here?
No, the venom drug. It's what Bane uses to get all, swole.
Wiz, have you ever been to the gym? Like, even once?
Dummy.
I'm here to carry your arbitrary burdens.
Venom is an addictive steroid that increases strength and stamina tenfold. A normal dose also affects the mind, dumbing it down and causing bouts of rage. But Jason's...
Superpowers here!
Oh no, Wiz, don't
The
do
red
it!
Neck!
No, you're supposed to inject it!
Well, that was fast.
Oh, dummy, clean that up.
Using Venom has made Red Hood strong enough to fight
Dumbass.
off monsters twice his size, tear through alien tendrils, and even once break the grip of Supergirl.
He can hold up a small part of a collapsing building, dodge bullets, and even once survived an all-cast ritual called the Cleansing, which no human has been able to do in over 1,000 years.
And while it was difficult to determine if this feat was due to Jason's worthiness or stubbornness, it's safe to say that either way, he's a tough guy.
Tough enough to punch through a submarine hull, or at least he carries enough explosives to blow a hole through it. Either way, I wouldn't want to go one-on-one with this guy.
Red Hood also has plenty of that bat-like stealth ability.
Well, he
that
trained
matches
under
Bruce's
Batman
strength.
for quite a
He was able
while.
to sneak away from Supergirl. Even Bruce will be proud of that.
Well, hasn't
one.
Batman hidden from
Despite
Superman
how
before?
Jason tried to kill him, but the Red Hood failed and was left to re-examine his own personal code. He ultimately decided to be a hero again, albeit a very conflicted one.
He even teamed up with Bats and even worked alongside other Robins. He also leads a group of ragtag heroes called the Outlaws.
The roller coaster of Red Hood's crime-fighting career has, at best, landed himself in that anti-hero sweet spot, and at worst, made him a violent vigilante who takes the law into his own hands.
Those are the heads of all your lieutenants. That took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening?
That's
All
a pretty
right,
good
the battles are
line.
set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you're into pulse-pounding shows with assassins like these, check out HBO Max.
Well, I already planned on doing that because they moved Harley Quinn over to that. I
presenting sponsor of the
I never even saw the first 2 seasons because I never saw the
HBO Max
DC
animation isn't
universe.
just for kids. We've got animation for every generation.
There's everything you could possibly ask for, from the raucous.
Oh, and
Rick
Aqua Teen
Morty
Hunger
in
Force
South
and
Park, to
South Park
heart-pounding
too?
adventures
Okay.
like Samurai Jack.
You can also enjoy one of Max's awesome originals like Close Enough, or fulfill your anime cravings with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Rurouni Kenshin.
What about
Animation
Full
has a
Metal
new
Panic?
home
I never
on
did watch the rest
HBO
of that.
Max, and it's all in one place. So why wait? Start streaming today. Download the app or visit HBOMax.com to start your free trial.
But right now, it's time for a death
Alright, let's do this shit. Again, I think I'm going for Jason Todd since I'm way more familiar with him.
Yo, Barbie.
Jason, it's me.
Oh, it's a live action one?
8 assassins from the League of Shadows were gunned down 2 miles from your current location.
Sounds like a party.
They were all shot with rounds from a modified M4. A gun I know is in your arsenal.
As much as I'd love to take credit for that one, it wasn't me.
Don't lie to me.
It wasn't me, Bruce. But you know what? You can count on me to crack the case. In fact, I believe there's a bit of evidence that demands my attention right now.
Jason,
Okay. So it's live action like Daredevil and Nightwing. Big Belly what, he's... Like from what? Central City? That's where he is? He didn't notice him there the whole time? Okay, so how are they gonna do him in live action and make it look as good as the Marvel movies? I guess the answer is they don't. Well, if he can get his helmet back, he might have an edge. Okay, he's got it back. Yeah, but that bionic arm gives Winter Soldier a big edge, too.
Okay.
Dude, you have a metal arm? That is awesome! No, wait, that's not how the line went. Ah, fuck it. Well, that negates the advantage of the hood, I guess. What are those Nightwing's wingding thingies?
My turn.
No, but it does something else. Ah, a crowbar? Really? Oh, no, 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 no. That's gonna set him off. He's already getting PSTD episodes from this.
Shut up!
Sorry, Bruce.
Oh boy. That's the venom, isn't it? Ooh! That sounded like it hurt.
Now you're dead.
Lead with that bionic arm, it's your only hope. Okay. There you go. Or not. Uh-oh, that's right, he can't use his...
This is Agent Barnes. Target eliminated. Moving on.
Well, that happened. Once again, the guy I was rooting for kind of... I mean, I was rooting for Sailor Galaxy because I liked Sailor Moon way more than Dragon Ball, and...
KO!
Then again, I kind of knew she was going to get
These two were
skewered.
quite evenly matched. They both had wells of experience, similar arsenals, and an unparalleled drive to win.
They even had almost identical speed and reactionary feats, and Jason definitely had better stealth skills.
However, Bucky Barnes earned the edge in almost every other way.
Like how Red Hood had plenty of experience training with Batman and assassins, but Winty had decades of training on him with commandos, as the captain's side piece, an emo assassin, and even as Captain America himself.
The Winter Soldier also had an edge in defense. His metal arm was able to shatter a knife on impact, but when Red Hood took a similar hit, his helmet cracked.
Red really didn't have any way to stop that arm for good, or Bucky's superhumanness. Sure, using Venom could even the playing field for a short time, but a brief power-up is nothing compared to a metal arm and the permanent infinity formula.
And don't take Jason breaking Supergirl's grip out of context. She wasn't expecting the Venom, and they weren't even fighting in the first place. It's interesting, but not nearly as noteworthy as it sounds.
Yeah, we know for a fact Venom is a 10-time strength booster. There's no way Red could match a Kryptonian in a real brawl.
Red Hood was a deadly combatant, but the Winter Soldier one-upped him with superior experience, survivability, and a consistent strength advantage.
Looks like Bucky was the winter.
The winner.
Hey, come
is
on,
the
that was a
Winter Soldier.
clever one, sorta.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week for our upcoming matchups. If you wanna watch more
But the
stuff,
comic
click the box
character
right
I
around
actually
here,
knew
and
about,
pick up
actually
some
read about
merch
before
at
seeing him in a movie or other
store.roosterteeth.com.
adaptation, bit the dust.
So many snacks.
Venom again?
Ragnarok?
And I have absolutely no idea who that is.